So this is the state of the lab currently. It's a bit of a mess. I need to label and organize my sample petri dishes and make some more space for new samples that are coming. I'm very excited. They showed up just yesterday and I'll be unboxing them. So here's what's going on in the wood shop today. I've got lots of plywood parts cut up, making a bunch of frames, some commercial work I do here in the wood shop. And so I wanted to show this area I have set up over here that I will be using in future videos for doing presentations and sample examinations and book reviews. It's just a metal wire rack, but I can put my phone camera in this location here and then have a hands-free demonstration area. So this book was sent to me a while back, and I was asked to do a book review or give some general feedback about this information and the author. And so I've been thinking about how to go about doing that. And I'm not going to get into it at all in this video. I'm just going to test out my setup here. This is a very complicated book about a very complicated issue. And there are many pictures and graphs and more pictures. And it's hard to know where to start. And there's just so much to talk about. I thought it would be a good place to start doing some research into the author and what she was up to prior to the publication of this book, which was 2010. So who she was working with and how this information originated. And I wanted to build some general context on the origins of the 9/11 Truth movement and what was going on at the same time and how Judy Wood contributed to that. And so I've been using the Wayback Machine to do some internet sleuthing, looking at old versions of websites. And before 2005, there was virtually no video on the internet. It was just flash animation and pages of links and radio broadcasts. And so I'm going to be looking at some of that and trying to build a picture of how the 9/11 Truth movement started and what's really going on here with this book. And it's like this whole new rabbit hole of 9/11 conspiracy that I didn't even know existed, which caught me off guard because I thought I had been down every rabbit hole already. But here we have a new one investigating the origins of Judy Wood and what's really going on with this book. So stay tuned for future videos. I will say that there is one way I've thought about to evaluate the scientific merit of this book, and that is to evaluate the usefulness of the evidence that is uncovered in this book, and then how well ideas are connected together to form a coherent conclusion. But how well evidence is articulated and interpreted is a big part of what scientists are supposed to do. And so we can look at it from that perspective, but we can also look at it from a perspective of evaluating the usefulness of evidence not in this book, and then ask, well, maybe is there some kind of reason why significant physical evidence is left out? And I can contribute to that in great detail. In fact, I have a box of evidence right here. It's not hard to get. I just send out an email and I get a box of evidence shipped to my post office box. But this is physical evidence of material from the World Trade Center that will tell a part of the story of what happened on that day. But you won't find it in this book. You will find a bunch of talk about evidence and the philosophy of science, but what is it really? We will explore it in a future video, not now. Right now, I want to open up this box of evidence because I'm very curious about it. This came from the last two sites that we documented: Winslow, Arizona, and the Gila Bend, Arizona. Hope I don't get pulled over with this.